Hey there. Have you ever found yourself struggling to connect with others? Feeling like you're constantly overlooked or ignored? It's tough out there, especially for young adults who are trying to find their place in the world. But what if I told you there's a way to not only win friends, but also influence people in a positive way? In this audiobook, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, you'll discover practical tips and strategies to help you navigate social situations with confidence. So if you're ready to take control of your relationships and make a lasting impact, then keep listening. Dale Carnegie's timeless wisdom is just what you need to unlock your full potential. Let's dive in and start transforming your life today.
Chapter 1. The Importance of Building Relationships. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract others to them, while others struggle to make lasting connections? The answer lies in the importance of building relationships in both personal and professional settings. The ability to create positive and meaningful connections with others is crucial. Building relationships not only allows us to form bonds with those around us, but it also helps us to navigate social situations more effectively. By establishing trust and rapport with others, we can communicate more openly and honestly, leading to better understanding and cooperation. One key aspect of building relationships is listening. When we take the time to truly listen to others, we show them that we value their thoughts and feelings. This can help to strengthen the bond between us and the other person, as they feel heard and understood. For example, if a coworker is sharing a problem they are facing at work, actively listening to them and offering support can go a long way in building a positive relationship. Another important aspect of building relationships is showing empathy. By putting ourselves in the shoes of others and trying to understand their perspective, we can create a sense of connection and compassion. This can help us to build trust and mutual respect with others, leading to more harmonious relationships. Additionally, building relationships involves being genuine and authentic. People can often sense when someone is being insincere or fake, which can damage trust and credibility. By being true to ourselves and showing our authentic selves to others, we can build stronger and more meaningful connections. In conclusion, the importance of building relationships cannot be overstated. Whether in our personal lives or in our careers, the ability to create positive and meaningful connections with others is essential for success. By listening, showing empathy, and being genuine, we can build strong relationships that will benefit us in numerous ways. So, next time you interact with someone, remember the significance of building relationships and watch how it can positively impact your life. Chapter 2. 6 Ways to Make People Like You. Have you ever wondered how to make people like you? Well, in this chapter, the author presents 6 practical strategies for building rapport and establishing likability with others. The first way to make people like you is to become genuinely interested in them. This means asking questions about their interests, listening attentively to their responses, and showing empathy towards their feelings. For example, if someone tells you about their love for hiking, you could ask them about their favorite trails and share your own hiking experiences. The second way is to smile. A smile is a universal sign of warmth and friendliness, and it can instantly make you more approachable and likable. So don't forget to flash those pearly whites whenever you meet someone new or engage in a conversation. The third way is to remember that a person's name is to that person the sweetest sound in any language. By using someone's name in conversation, you show that you value and respect them as an individual. It creates a sense of connection and makes the other person feel important and appreciated. The fourth way is to be a good listener. People love to talk about themselves, so give them the opportunity to do so. Pay attention to what they are saying, ask follow-up questions, and show genuine interest in their stories. This will make them feel valued and understood, and they will be more likely to like you as a result. The fifth way is to talk in terms of the other person's interests. Find common ground with the other person and tailor your conversation to topics that they are passionate about. This shows that you care about their preferences and opinions, and it can help you establish a deeper connection with them. The sixth and final way is to make the other person feel important, and do it sincerely. Give compliments, show appreciation for their contributions, and acknowledge their achievements. Everyone wants to feel valued and respected, so by making others feel important, you will naturally endear yourself to them. In conclusion, by following these 6 strategies, you can build rapport, establish likability, and create meaningful connections with others. So, next time you meet someone new or interact with a colleague or friend, remember these tips and watch as your relationships flourish. Chapter 3. How to win people over to your way of thinking. Have you ever struggled to convince others to see things from your perspective? In this chapter, we will delve into effective communication techniques that can help you win people over to your way of thinking. One key strategy is to show genuine interest in the other person's point of view. By actively listening to their thoughts and feelings, you can build rapport and create a sense of understanding. For example, if you are trying to persuade a colleague to support a new project idea, take the time to ask for their input and truly listen to their concerns. This will show them that you value their opinion and are open to different perspectives. Another important technique is to appeal to the other person's self-interest. People are more likely to be swayed by arguments that align with their own goals and desires. When presenting your ideas, highlight the benefits that the other person will experience by supporting your viewpoint. For instance, if you are trying to convince a friend to join a new fitness class with you, emphasize how much fun they will have and the positive impact it will have on their health. Additionally, it is crucial to frame your arguments in a way that resonates with the other person's values and beliefs. By understanding what is important to them, you can tailor your message to address their specific motivations. If you are discussing a controversial topic with someone who has strong political views, try to find common ground and approach the conversation from a place of mutual respect. This will create a more productive dialogue and increase the likelihood of them being receptive to your ideas. In conclusion, winning people over to your way of thinking requires empathy, strategic communication, and a genuine desire to connect with others. By actively listening, appealing to self-interest, and respecting the values of those around you, you can effectively persuade others and gain their support for your opinions and ideas. So the next time you find yourself in a situation where you need to influence someone's perspective, remember these tips and approach the conversation with an open mind and a willingness to connect. Chapter 4. Be a leader. How to change people without offending them. Have you ever found yourself in a position where you need to inspire others to change, but you're afraid of offending them or causing conflict? In the chapter, Be a Leader, How to Change People Without Offending Them, from Dale Carnegie's book, the author provides valuable insights on the art of leadership. Carnegie emphasizes the importance of approaching change with empathy and understanding. Instead of criticizing or blaming others for their shortcomings, he suggests focusing on the positive aspects of their behavior and gently guiding them towards improvement. By highlighting their strengths and offering constructive feedback, you can inspire others to change without triggering feelings of resentment. One effective strategy that Carnegie recommends is to frame your suggestions as requests rather than commands. People are more likely to be receptive to change when they feel like they have a choice in the matter. For example, instead of saying, "You need to improve your communication skills," you could say, "I would appreciate it if you could work on enhancing your communication skills." This approach empowers individuals to take ownership of their growth and fosters a sense of collaboration rather than confrontation. Furthermore, Carnegie stresses the importance of setting a positive example as a leader. People are more likely to follow your lead if they see that you are embodying the qualities and behaviors that you are encouraging in them. By demonstrating empathy, patience, and openness to feedback, you can create a supportive environment where change is embraced rather than feared. Another key aspect of inspiring change without causing offense is to listen actively to the concerns and perspectives of others. By showing that you value their input and are willing to consider their viewpoints, you can build trust and credibility as a leader. This approach fosters a sense of mutual respect and collaboration, making it easier to navigate through potential conflicts and resistance to change. In conclusion, the art of leadership involves inspiring others to change without offending them or causing resentment. By approaching change with empathy, understanding, and a positive attitude, you can create a supportive environment where growth and development are embraced. By setting a positive example, framing suggestions as requests, and actively listening to others, you can effectively lead and inspire change in a way that fosters collaboration and mutual respect. Chapter 5: The Power of Listening. Mastering the Art of Communication. Have you ever had a conversation with someone who truly listened to what you were saying? Someone who didn't interrupt or try to give advice, but simply absorbed your words and responded with empathy and understanding. That is the power of active listening, and in the chapter, The Power of Listening, Mastering the Art of Communication, the author delves into how this simple yet profound skill can enhance relationships and influence people in a positive way. Active listening involves fully concentrating on what is being said, rather than just passively hearing the words. It means giving the speaker your full attention, making eye contact, nodding, and providing verbal cues to show that you are engaged in the conversation. By doing so, you are not only showing respect and empathy towards the speaker, but you are also creating a safe and supportive environment for them to express themselves. One of the key benefits of active listening is that it helps to build trust and rapport with others. When people feel heard and understood, they are more likely to open up and share their thoughts and feelings. This can lead to deeper and more meaningful connections, whether it be with friends, family, colleagues, or even strangers. Active listening also allows you to gain valuable insights and information. By truly listening to what others have to say, you can better understand their perspectives, needs, and concerns. This can be especially beneficial in a professional setting where effective communication is crucial for success. For example, a manager who actively listens to their employees' feedback and ideas is more likely to foster a positive work environment and boost morale. Furthermore, mastering the art of active listening can also help you to influence and persuade others in a positive way. When people feel that their opinions are valued and respected, they are more receptive to your ideas and suggestions. By listening attentively and responding thoughtfully, you can build credibility and influence others to see things from your perspective. In conclusion, the power of listening cannot be understated. By mastering the art of active listening, you can enhance your relationships, gain valuable insights, and influence people in a positive way. So the next time you find yourself in a conversation, remember to put away distractions, make eye contact, and truly listen to what the other person has to say. You might be surprised at the impact it can have. Chapter 6: Winning People to Your Way of Thinking, the Art of Negotiation. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you needed to negotiate with someone to reach a mutually beneficial outcome? In this chapter, the author provides strategies for effective negotiation and conflict resolution. One key strategy discussed is the importance of understanding the other person's perspective and finding common ground. By actively listening and empathizing with the other party, you can build rapport and create a more collaborative atmosphere for negotiation. For example, if you are negotiating a business deal, take the time to understand the other party's needs and concerns. By showing that you are willing to work towards a solution that benefits both parties, you can increase the likelihood of reaching a successful agreement. Another important aspect of negotiation is the ability to remain calm and composed, even in the face of conflict. By staying focused on the end goal and avoiding emotional reactions, you can maintain a level head and work towards a resolution that is fair to all parties involved. The author emphasizes the importance of keeping a positive attitude and seeking common ground, rather than getting caught up in disagreements or power struggles. Additionally, the chapter discusses the power of compromise and finding creative solutions to complex problems. By being open to alternative ideas and willing to make concessions, you can demonstrate flexibility and a willingness to work towards a win-win outcome. Remember, negotiation is not about winning at all costs, but rather finding a solution that meets the needs of both parties involved. Overall, the art of negotiation is about building relationships, understanding the other person's perspective, and working towards a solution that benefits everyone involved. By following the strategies outlined in this chapter, you can improve your negotiation skills and increase your chances of reaching successful agreements in both your personal and professional life. So next time you find yourself in a negotiation, remember to listen actively, stay calm, and seek common ground to achieve mutually beneficial outcomes. Chapter 7: Dealing with Difficult People, Strategies for Conflict Resolution. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you have to deal with difficult people? Whether it's a coworker who constantly criticizes your work, a friend who always seems to be in a bad mood, or a family member who never sees eye to eye with you, we all encounter challenging individuals in our lives. In the chapter, Dealing with Difficult People, Strategies for Conflict Resolution, Dale Carnegie offers practical advice on how to handle these situations with grace and tact. One of the key strategies Carnegie suggests is to avoid arguments at all costs. Instead of trying to prove your point or win the argument, focus on finding common ground with the other person. By showing empathy and understanding their perspective, you can often defuse tense situations and find a resolution that satisfies both parties. For example, if a coworker is constantly criticizing your work, instead of getting defensive, try to understand where they're coming from and address their concerns in a constructive manner. Another important tip Carnegie offers is to listen actively. Oftentimes, difficult people just want to feel heard and understood. By actively listening to their concerns and acknowledging their feelings, you can show them that you respect their opinions and are willing to work towards a solution together. This can help build trust and improve communication between you and the other person. In addition, Carnegie emphasizes the importance of staying calm and composed in the face of conflict. When emotions run high, it's easy to say things we later regret. By taking a step back, breathing deeply, and approaching the situation with a level head, you can avoid escalating the conflict and work towards a peaceful resolution. Lastly, Carnegie highlights the power of finding a win-win solution. Instead of approaching conflicts as a zero-sum game where one person has to lose for the other to win, strive to find a solution that benefits both parties. By being open to compromise and seeking common ground, you can often find creative solutions that satisfy everyone involved. In conclusion, dealing with difficult people is never easy, but by following Carnegie's strategies for conflict resolution, you can navigate challenging situations with grace and diplomacy. Remember to avoid arguments, listen actively, stay calm, and seek win-win solutions to build better relationships and resolve conflicts effectively. Chapter 8. Building Lasting Relationships. Keys to Maintaining Connections. Have you ever wondered how to build and maintain lasting relationships with others? In the final chapter of this book, we will discuss the keys to maintaining connections with people in order to foster strong and meaningful relationships. One of the most important aspects of building lasting relationships is to genuinely show interest in others. Take the time to listen to what they have to say. Ask them about their interests and show empathy towards their feelings. By demonstrating that you care about them as individuals, you can strengthen your bond with them over time. Another key to maintaining connections is to be reliable and trustworthy. Keep your promises, be there for them when they need you, and always be honest in your dealings with them. Trust is the foundation of any relationship. And by consistently showing that you can be counted on, you can build a strong and lasting connection with others. It is also important to communicate effectively in order to maintain relationships. Be open and honest in your communication. Express your thoughts and feelings clearly, and be willing to listen to what the other person has to say. By fostering open and respectful communication, you can avoid misunderstandings and conflicts that can damage relationships. Additionally, it is crucial to show appreciation and gratitude towards others in order to maintain connections. Acknowledge their contributions, thank them for their support, and show genuine appreciation for their presence in your life. By expressing gratitude, you can strengthen your bond with others and create a positive and supportive relationship. Lastly, it is important to invest time and effort into nurturing your relationships in order to maintain them over time. Reach out to others, spend quality time with them, and make an effort to stay connected, even when life gets busy. By prioritizing your relationships and making them a priority in your life, you can build strong and lasting connections with others. For example, if you have a friend who is going through a difficult time, take the time to check in on them, offer your support, and be there for them in any way you can. By showing up for them when they need you, you can demonstrate your commitment to the relationship and strengthen your bond with them. In conclusion, building lasting relationships requires effort, communication, trust, and appreciation. By following these keys to maintaining connections, you can foster strong and meaningful relationships with others that will stand the test of time. So go out there and invest in your relationships. The payoff will be well worth it.